Hey YouTube, Pedro the Broke Prepper here with another unboxing. I know that I should have been releasing some other videos in between this one and the last one. Things have just been going crazy, so I'm just gonna get to this unboxing. Today's knife is a SAR Marine Tactical Spearheaded Folder. Not too much to say. It's a budget knife. This knife probably costs like 10-15 bucks. It's cheap, but it doesn't feel cheap. It feels pretty good in the hand. It's not a bad knife. The locking mechanism is good. Oop, drop the camera. So this is a knife that I'm opening the box with today. So yeah. Okay. So, as always, you guys already know, paper. Love paper. Okay, and I got, this isn't an MRE, but easy to prepare, just add boiling water. Creamy pasta and vegetables. So now I got a meal here. It's pretty flat pouch. Really good. I'm pretty surprised, you know, if you just have to add boiling water, that should be easy enough wherever you are. Of course, if you have the pot and the fire. And you just put it all in the pouch. And it says here that you let stand for 12 to 15 minutes. So if it takes a good 5 minutes to boil water, in 15 to 20 minutes, you have a meal here that feels like it's enough for a family. How many serving sizes? 2 serving sizes, so there's enough here for 2 people. Not bad. Not bad. Keychain. Oh, cool. It's a keychain. Multi-tool set, I guess. You have a flathead screwdriver. Yeah, that's all that is, and a Phillips and a bottle opener. And a key ring. Not bad. Let me open it up. Feels not too cheap. It feels almost like aluminum. It's so lightweight. There's no weight to this. Or like cheap grade steel. Not bad. I'll probably use these as the pulls on my get home bag, on the zipper pulls. Not bad. Okay. There we go. That's what I was waiting for, one of those things. But let's get to this first. Cool. They sent me more seeds. So I still have the other seeds. I haven't planted them or opened them. They sent me kale. Everybody loves kale. It's Siberian kale. Cool. Again, this is like for your like real post-apocalyptic scenarios where seeds, I guess, will be used as currency if you believe in that scenario, if you believe that that's gonna happen. Or if you just have a plot of land. Dwellers don't really have too much use for this, other than if you get a couple pots and you stockpile some potting soil and some fertiligent. Well, of course, yeah, if you want to have a little garden on your porch. Let's move on to this one. UV glow. Oh, it's there's no paperwork on it, but I am assuming that this is a reusable glow stick. You let it sit in the light, and then it absorbs the light, and it's a very faint glow. I'm gonna test this out later on. But okay, a reusable glow stick, not bad and pretty good. But like I said, these are the type of things that you have to let sit out in the sun and absorb light, and then they retain light. Okay. And now I got one other thing other than this box, but let's open this box. It's pretty big. On the box it says Master USA. You gotta love that new unboxing smell. I kind of like the sheath on this a lot. Oh, nice with that clip point. That bevel grind. And it's full tang. I wonder if it tells you what type of steel. MU 1149 stainless steel made in China. I don't know how good or bad that is. I'm not gonna sit here and pretend to be an expert on the different steels that knives are made out of, but it feels pretty good. It feels like a good, nice, solid knife. I wonder how the handles are being held together. If it's glue and the Chicago screws, or if it's just this Chicago screws. I would like to see if there's a little hole in here. Maybe put a little survival kit in here. But the Kydex sheath is really my favorite part of this knife. It has this kind of belt loop, and it looks like it kind of conforms really good to your leg rather than your hip. So, well, your hip too. It's like a comfort clip. Yeah, so this is definitely like my favorite part of this whole set. But the knife does feel good. It's a little lightweight. Again, the handles kind of feel like it's just that cheapy plastic, but they feel good. I really like the aggressive jimping. Wow. This is my daughter. Good set of lungs on that one. Alright. So now on to the last thing that I've kind of been waiting for in one of these sets. I've been waiting for a axe or a tanto, and out of all the axes that they have some pretty cheap ones that look like they would be better suited for this box. But I got the compact full tang axe. Just from here alone, it feels really lightweight. Like it almost feels like I don't have anything in my hand. And the cordage is, it's not even paracord, it's like that cheapy, almost shoelace cord, that cheap braid. And then it's a pretty okay size head. I see this more for like throwing, for playing around more than chopping wood or processing wood or anything like that. Because if you have like even the thinner trunks of wood, I don't see this splitting it because just of how thin it is. You know, at least with the hatchets or the axes, you kind of have that very wide angle like cut. And even with the tomahawks, you know, you have where it's thin on the axe head, but then it just goes around so that it's not ideal for cutting wood, but you do it. But this feels like you're just gonna struggle with it. Again, I feel like this is more like a plaything than anything. Like I could probably cut off the blade out of this axe and just give it to one of my younger nephews to go around pretending to chop wood with it. Not bad. Again, with all the axes that they have at budk and for like such a cheap price, I still feel like this one, like they could have done so much better than this one. Because I've seen the price of this one and I believe it was like $12. They have other axes for just $2, $3 more that would have been way more ideal than this one. But again, not bad. So there is a point I wanted to clarify with this video. Somebody had left me a comment and they asked if I would recommend this to a family member, and I wanted to comment back to you, but I got the box and I said, well, I'll just make a video and say it in the video. Yes and no, it depends on what level of prepping you've already done. Like if you're fairly new, then yeah, I recommend it to you because it's gonna give you the things that to start off with, yes, that you're not really necessarily gonna buy or want to buy anywhere close to the beginning. Like for instance, the seeds, the fishing kits, you know, things of that nature that you kind of want and you're like, oh, that would be awesome in my bug out bag, but I don't want to buy that right now because I want to buy that multi-tool, or I want to buy, you know, that axe or that tomahawk, or you know, a plethora of other things. So yes, I would recommend it to them. But if, for instance, if you take my uncle, who he already has his MREs, he has a good amount of water stockpiled, a good amount of equipment already in his repertoire of equipment, no, I wouldn't really recommend it to him because he already has everything that this pack or this subscription has to offer. You know, even though this subscription has given me a couple items that I have really wanted and that I really do like, but like I said, it's only a couple, like 1 or 2 every other box or so. And for the amount of money that I've been spending on this subscription, you might as well just buy those 1 or 2 things on your own. But for instance, I don't have a whole lot of MREs. I just have a lot of stockpiled food that I use to make my own MREs. But then you give me something like this, and this kind of, you know, I can just throw this in my bug out bag and be happy, instead of throwing a box of macaroni and cheese. You know, that this is going to take a lot less space because it's so flat. So yes, I would recommend it to a beginner, not so much a veteran. But yeah, I hope you guys like this video. Like, subscribe, don't like, subscribe. Be safe, have fun prepping, and don't forget, don't ever not be prepared. Bye, YouTube.